everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you to our first session of the year, IEEE Regent and Young Professionals Affinity Group Officer Training Module 1 Events and Best Practices. I'm Maisha Tafanum and I will be your moderator at today's event. As you already know, IEEE Regent and Young Professionals Committee delivers a series of affinity group training modules which aims to bring together current and future young professionals across Region 10 under a single platform by providing necessary volunteering leadership guidance on successfully running affinity group activities in their local sections. The training series kickstarts with Module 1, which aims to provide a detailed overview of activities that will be conducted by Young Professionals Global and Region 10. By attending to this event, you will be benefited with a clearer idea on how to properly plan your events with improved overall quality of programs that you can conduct and also enhance the membership count. You can learn what are the best practices from our today's eminent speakers that you can implement while planning your events. Without any further delay, starting with our first segment, which is the opening remarks from Honorable Deepak Mathuser, IEEE Regent and Director. He has also served in many leadership roles in IEEE Section, Council, Region, and member geographic activities. He was IEEE India Council Chair in 2015-16. Mr. Mathur is recipient of prestigious IEEE Regent and Outstanding Volunteer Award and IEEE MGA Achievement Award. He is also a member of IEEE HKN, which is the International Honor Society of IEEE. I'd like to request Dr. Deepak Mathuser to present his opening remarks for our today's session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Maisha, and for such a detailed introduction. And good morning, everyone. I think I have to say good evening to Emery. So it is really a nice moment that our volunteers are so active and so innovative, especially our YPs, that they have planned this practice session, or rather best practices they are going to share in this training session. So I'm really glad, and I'm really thankful to Savithya for her leadership. And in fact, I find that our YP team is a very, very strong team. And not only in Region 10, but they have exhibited so many they have contributed and they have exhibited the leadership roles all across IEEE. So I'm really proud of our YPs. And I would like to also share with you that when in 2021, when we were in the process of forming Region and subcommittees, and then many YPs approached to me, and then all YPs were interested to be part of the YP team. But when we discussed with them, and when I suggested them that it is YPs are not only for YP affinity group team, but they now they can volunteer in any activity of IEEE. For example, they can be in technical activities, they can be in professional activities, they can be in strategic planning. So many of our YPs, I'm glad to say that many of our YPs are the part of Region 10 strategic planning, Region 10 new initiative committee, professional development and technical activities. Even in the chapter section chapter activities, we have got YPs. So YPs are playing very significant and important role in Region 10, and in fact they are being developed as the future leaders of IEEE. So this mental block which was with YPs, I see that is being cleared, and they are coming in a big way, and they are performing, and they are really thoughtful in doing events and planning events. So I'm always proud of our YPs because they are innovative, they are creative, and the other important thing which they should, or they should come aggressively, they should also be collaborative. Once I say collaborative, I want to say that they should collaborate with different affinity groups. They should collaborate with different activities like technical activities, professional activities, educational activities, student activities. In fact, YPs can play a very significant and very important role in student activities. So I will be just sharing with you the thrust areas of Region 10 and the priorities which we have set for 21-22. And when I say our YPs are very good, they are doing wonderful job. But I don't. Then I would also like to share a word of caution that we should not be complacent, because we have to see that what the best practices are in other regions. For example, I would like to share with that Region 6 they organize Rising Star, and we have to also see that what kind of the events they do in that, and we have to be we have to adopt some best practices from other regions, and we should bring to our Region 10, and we should also work on our SYWL Congress, that how we can make it more effective. Our Region 10 SYWL Congress is very good Congress, and in fact that is being appreciated by all regions. In fact, I have seen the past presidents and past VP MGAs, they VPs. I have seen that they all appreciate our activities, but we have to bring some more innovative and creativity in our activities, and we have to make more relevant to our young professionals. So I would like to share with you that we have got some thrust area in the Region 10, and we have thrust area for membership activities, and we want that our member retention and continuation of students to young professionals should be the focus area for 21-22. And I would like to see that how YPs they are going to devise the program, so that we can collaborate with student activities, and we can help in member retention and more member recruitment. I always see that member retention and member recruitment or sustainable membership as a byproduct of value-added programs. So if we do value-added programs, and if we create value for our members, I think we are going to have we will get good members, and those members will also keep membership with IEEE. So we have to focus on our programs. We are for chapter section collaborative programs. Let me see that how our YPs are going to collaborate with our technical activities, so that they really get the benefit of IEEE from other societies also, and especially for professional activities. So we are focusing in 2021 and 2022 on career advancement programs and entrepreneurship programs. So I would request our YPs that they should also collaborate with the professional activities team, and work on the programs which is more useful for our YPs. So apart from this, we are going to emphasize on sustainable humanitarian technology projects, and our YP should come forward. And we are not this time going for one-off project, and we want that the project we do in humanitarian technology, that should be a sustainable one, and that should really benefit community at large, and that should stay in the community. So let us see that how we are going to do that. We are going to come out with the call for proposal very soon, and our humanitarian technology activities is working in that direction. So with this, I would like to just conclude, and I would like to wish you all the best for your training session. And I'm sure you will be coming out with different module. Training session will be ongoing process of YP, and our YPs will be role model in whole IEEE. With this, I once again I thank Savithya and the strong team of YP of Region 10 for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with you all, and wish you all the best. And I'm sure this program will be a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time and words. We are always motivated by your constant guidance. So we have a small token of appreciation on behalf of IEEE Young Professionals Region 10. Hope you like it and will accept it.
Thank you, Savithya. Thank you. I really like this, and whosoever has made this, they have done a wonderful job, very good design, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So moving on to our next segment, which is Introduction to Global Young Professionals Activities by Emre Iranki, Young Professionals Committee Chair 2021 and SSCS Secretary or Governance Chair. He has served at several IEEE leadership positions such as SSCS YP Committee Chair, IEEE YP Vice Chair, Benelux YP and Professionals Activities Chair, Denmark Student Representative, Founder and Chair of Technical University of Denmark, and Sabanki University IEEE student branches. I would like to request Mr. Enri to share his presentation with all of us.
You're on
Sir,
mute, Enri.
you are, yeah.
Oh, I think you can hear me, right?
Yep, it's clear.
Perfect, perfect. So yeah, thanks for the nice introduction. Actually, I can start my first slide where I will explain who am I, and then here you can see that yeah, I started. In my professional life, I'm an RFIC design manager and a principal engineer in San Diego. So this is just my background. It's night here now, but actually the weather is quite nice here in general. So I'm working on 5G RF front-end circuits and basically designing these for all the smartphones. But my IEEE journey, I started maybe as most of you as a volunteer and a founder and chairman of student branches. First, my undergrad university in Turkey, and then my master's university in Denmark. Afterwards, I became the student representative of Denmark section and the Benelux section, YP and professional activities chair. And after that, I moved to the other side of IEEE. Like most of us are all started as student branches, and from the MGA side, I wanted to contribute a bit to my society, and I moved to the society and TAP side, being the YP representative first and the YP committee chair there, so that I was able to see and contribute to IEEE both sides. And then recently I was the YP vice chair for the global committee and the TAP YP rep for all societies. And in the end, I become the YP chair this year, actually started 2 months ago. It goes fast. And I'm also the Seoul State Circus Society secretary and governance chair. So trying to handle both positions and contribute IEEE in different ways. So today I will talk about our general activities and the umbrella of IEEE Young Professionals. So Savithya and all of you, you are doing great activities in your region and sections. And my role is basically enabling what you are doing and also make sure that we can create programs and we can create more value to IEEE with all of your contributions. So with that, let me move to the next slide. So these are the highlights of the 2021 plan. So at this point, our first initial focus was onboarding and organizing our YP committee members, global team members, and sub-teams. And the following ones are the main things we will focus. And actually, Shweta is one of our global committee member representing Region 10. And Takuo also, like the previous Region 10 YP region representative, we get him on board as the part of the global committee. So Region 10 is definitely well represented, and we have more volunteers from Region 10 as well, helping us in all these initiatives. So that's why Region 10 is very important for us, and we will keep supporting and collaborating. So one of our main initiatives that is live as of now is this new volunteering platform. So some of you might know we started this as a micro volunteering, young professionals volunteering platform, and the main idea is to make sure we put volunteering, as most of you in this call, I believe, is doing, as a member benefit because of all the countless benefits of how it helps our careers and or future careers. And we want to put this in a modern, more modern way. And this platform is actually open now with a soft launch. So I'm encouraging all of you to go to volunteer.ieee.org. If we have time, I can go quickly through the details of this platform. And especially if you have volunteering opportunities in your region or in your section, you can even go there and post opportunities. Or if you're interested in helping, as Mr. Deepak mentioned, if you want to help other parts of IEEE to contribute, you can see good opportunities there and help. So that's one of the main initiatives that is already up and running. So we also have two new initiatives in mind, and the idea is to create value for YPs and actually all IEEE members. So one of them is the Young Professionals Micro Mentoring Platform. So this, when I was the Society YP Committee Chair, we already started in our society, and currently a few more societies are also interested. We have a general mentoring platform in IEEE, but it is not as effective as we would like it to be as of now. So we are trying to define mentors, especially specific to certain areas, and mentees, again, are interested in those areas. And we want to create these flash mentoring sessions or more short. It's not like you need to keep on updating, but sometimes it's some small advice you might want to have from those people, and this platform will enable that one. So again, our society YPs are trying to create them themselves, and the idea is combine this and make one platform and bring value to all IEEE in that sense and all of our members. And second one is that we have a lot of volunteering leadership material to bring all of you up and running. I guess there are so many places where you can find them, but these are usually documents that you can find. And we want to create in Young Professionals a wiki-style collaborative database of all these leadership documentation. And this way we can just keep updating, because most of the things after 6 months to 1 year can be out of date. We want to make sure that people can contribute, share best practices, and this way we can enable much more collaborative leadership to develop more volunteer leaders among us. So another focus area, as I mentioned, we want to increase the collaboration between all YPs in IEEE boards and operating units in between. There are always the case that, like the MGA side, Young Professionals, they are doing great events. And now TAP side, Young Professionals, they are coming up and running. They are doing great events in the conferences. And there are YPs in other boards as well, in the education activities. But the interaction is something we have been working on. And now we want to improve more so that we can actually make more collaborative events that can help all of our members, and it could help all of us as volunteer leaders to create more. And yeah, there is the reality of COVID still out there. So all of our events like this one, we are starting virtual, and we will keep these great virtual events and webinars. Actually, these are great, so we can actually reach many more members at their homes. So let's use that as an advantage. But we are all aware the importance of the face-to-face meetings and what is it for volunteers and all our members. So once it is safe to do so, safety is quite important. And I think this is like a general guideline for all your events as well. Once it is safe to do so, we hope to move to maybe initially hybrid or definitely face-to-face events later in the year. So we'll see how the world will go and enables us to do that. But hopefully with vaccines going all over, we will be able to see those in this year, so that we can support. And so, and then membership, it was impacted due to COVID into 2020. Basically, we don't have as many face-to-face student events, and student membership was affected. So we will definitely assist in. You most probably all of you know this 50% use discount for students. I hope all of you, the students among you, like graduate students in this event, take advantage of that one. And what we can do more is we create more membership value with all our current and new initiatives that I believe you are all doing as well. And soon to YP transition, that's the important part. And that's almost one of the initial reasons why YP get as gold started in IEEE. We will focus on that one and make sure all our student members can move to YP in a successful way. There is this 50% discount that is already active. We are also looking at other ways of enabling it. But again, discounts are just to get people in. Then it's up to us as volunteers to enable and create enough value that all the members are actually see the value of staying as IEEE members. And also as YPs, we have the second transition, so to say, in our hands, because some of the YPs are available to be a senior member. So we are also focusing on that one to make sure that they can be senior members of IEEE. Another focus is our Young Professionals website, the global one. It has been there already for a while. We are working on a revamping of this website so that we can create more value and you can access things more easily, because the old site is getting bigger and bigger. Sometimes getting harder to find the right things in it. And social media, especially as young people, it's quite important. So that's another focus that we will revamp. And for example, this event was definitely announced in our social media. So whenever you have an event or anything you do for IEEE, feel free to tag IEEE Young Professionals, and we will get that one and put it in our or all our media channels as well, so we can increase your visibility on that sense. So these are the high-level plans that I want to share now. I can shortly share with you a bit more about the volunteering platform, but before that, I want to make sure that I can get all the questions, or if there's any questions, I would like to answer them. And if we have time, I can talk a bit more details about volunteering platform. That part, but should I maybe go on with the volunteering platform shortly? How should we do it?
Yes, I think so, Emre. There's no question so far.
Okay, perfect. Let's move on that way then. And I think I see one question about the contact. So you can contact me and or YP, me as chair and executives, from the email address of yp@ieee.org. And I will definitely get that email and can always follow up with you. So a bit about the volunteering platform, how it came. So there was a challenge which came up in our segmentation study findings. And we have a solution, which is the volunteering platform. And I will shortly show you the platform, and I will say how you can support us going forward. So the challenge was, maybe some of you share this one, but we are as volunteer leaders in this call. We kind of know how to be involved and hold leader positions. But we have even more members, maybe some of them are in this call as well, and they want to know how to get involved. And in this study, it shows that 35% of higher grade members, 45% of students, and 59% of actually young professionals were in this group. And they were having lower satisfaction rates because of that. And then increasing number of society members actually also want to be more and more involved. And we want to have a new approach to volunteering and come up with this platform. Shortly, it's a cross-IEEE solution for promoting all these opportunities, recruiting volunteers, managing teams, and tracking volunteering work. and we want to simplify the process of starting to volunteering, provide flexible volunteering opportunities, recognize the volunteering efforts of all of you, regardless of the duration or intensity, and create an additional IEEE volunteering resume, which will report all the activities you did for IEEE. This will be in addition to IEEE positions you hold, which is already tracked within IEEE. And we can encourage project-based, skill-based, and remote volunteering opportunities, and enable a recommendation feedback process here, and hopefully a merit-based advancement along IEEE. So I won't go to details of a live demo, so I would like you all to go check it out. But this is the web page with the initial welcome page. You can log in and choose your role. If you want to volunteer, you go this way, or you can put volunteer opportunities by choosing second option. And there you can create an opportunity or look at the already opportunities that are put there, and you can already see there are several members. So when I created this one initially, it was 191. Currently, we have more than 400 volunteers already up there. And there you can go and fill and create a volunteering opportunity. And there is feedback and the endorsement system. So basically, go there. You can be an ambassador as well if you want to help encourage for volunteer leaders across IEEE to become an ambassador. And you can post opportunities and encourage volunteer leaders to post opportunities. So as I said, this is a soft launch now. It is there, it is working. When I post opportunities, maybe some of you already applied, I get so many applications in a short time. And we will still improve it. So that's part of the plans. So any feedback on that part is welcome to further improve the platform. And anything specific to the volunteering platform, you can reach us at volunteering@IEEE.org. And let's, especially us as young professionals, so let's all support and enable this next generation of volunteering experience together. So with this, these are the main two topics. I know you have many other exciting topics coming up, so I don't want to take more of your time. But again, if any questions, I can take them now, or you can always reach out to me on my committee at yp@IEEE.org.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful presentation. I'm sure the whole audience got to learn a lot from you. We have a small token of appreciation on behalf of our committee. Hope you will accept it. May I request, yeah.
Great.
Thank you so much, Emre, for joining and for the valuable insight. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Great to be with you guys. See you all.
So thank you, Mr. Henry. Now we have our next segment, Introduction to Regent and Young Professionals Activities by Dr. Savithya Sivakumar, Regent and Young Professionals Committee Chair 2021-22. Savithya completed her PhD at Monash University and BA in Electronic and Communication Engineering at Curtin University. Over the course of the past 9 years, she has exposed herself to various leadership positions as a member of IEEE. She has actively coordinated various community projects for IEEE in section, region, and global level. Savithya is currently volunteering as the IEEE Region 10 Young Professionals Committee Chair 21-22 and also takes care of student to young professionals transition activities at IEEE MGA Student Activities Committee. She is the immediate past regional student representative of IEEE Region 10 for 2019-2020 for representing student members across the Asia Pacific. May I request Dr. Savithya to kindly share her talk with all of us.
Thank you so much, Maisha. Can I share my? You guys can see my screen, right? Am I audible?
We can hear you.
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone joining across the globe. Thanks for tuning in to our YPAG Officer Training Module 1. So I'm Savithya Sivakumar. I am the Regent and Young Professional Affinity Groups, and today we will be unfolding our R10 Young Professional activities to you all. So as most of you all know, right, YPs are the young members of IEEE who recognized as graduated from their first professional degree within the past 15 years. In other words, we are the future of IEEE. So as such, there's special attention being given for YP members and young professional activities in IEEE. So this is the basis of the operation structure or the tree of young professional operations. The main on top is the global YP committee. So Emre is chairing this year, and he has explained the initiatives that they are doing under the global YP committee. So they represent YPs globally and work with the regional coordinators and also provide funding and organize activities for the benefit of YP members globally. So under them, we stand regional YP committees. So every region will have a coordinator to take care of the YP activities. And we represent YPs in a regional level, and we organize activities, provide funding towards membership development and retention of our YP members. Then that goes down to section YP affinity groups. They represent AGs, YP members within their AG and organize activities towards increasing our membership growth. So all in all, three of our three groups together, our main goal is to provide beneficial service for our young professional members. So as the Region 10 YP committee chair, so we represent Region 10. So give me a little bit time to also emphasize R10. So we are the largest region, and we comprise of 137,000 members across 59. Give overview of R10 YP summary. So total we have around 34,000 YP members spread across 43 AGs. I have also shown the distribution of AG YP count. And I have highlighted the top three based on the YP count as of 26th of February 2021. So the largest section, not only within R10 but globally, is Beijing section with 5,500 plus members. As you could see that the member, the depth in the map as well, that Beijing section has the largest. And we have a sharing session later from the Beijing section AG chair so that you guys can learn more about getting and retaining members in your section AG. Following that, the second Bangalore section with 2,400 plus members, and third Tokyo section with 1,700 plus members. These are the top three, and there are many AGs who have done extremely well. So I would like to use this opportunity to thank all of you for doing an extremely great job, even during the pandemic year. So based on the membership categories within YP, majority, like half of the YPs are graduate students, graduate student members and following members, and then other categories of membership. But we do have an issue of retaining our students after their graduation. Many drop down, they won't continue their membership after they graduate. So that is an issue that not even in global level, but region level as well as in section level, we all look into to reduce that gap of renewing members after their graduation. So this is again a summary of AG events. So last year we got around 400 plus AG activities reported in 2020 under R10. I've also shown a distribution of AG activities reported for each AG and highlighted the top three here. So congratulations, Kerala section. I mean, impressive, like 61 activities last year. Even though it's a pandemic year, really great to see that you have used the opportunity to the virtual platform opportunity to do more events. Kudos to their team. And then Bangalore section with 48 activities and Bangladesh section with 41 activities. I also would like to highlight that Bangalore section is in top 3 for the member count as well as the events organized. So it's really great. And we have a sharing session from Bangalore section as well after mine. So looking forward to know more best practices from your section. So most of you all know that, an AG, if you fail to report 2 activities, at least 2 activities in a year via V tools, there's high chances for you to be categorized as inactive AG. So I urge all the AG officers to make sure that your activities are reported via V tools. I have given the QR code down here for more details and to do the reporting here. And I have also extracted based on the reporting. There are 7 AGs that have reported no activities in 2020. I have highlighted those in color font in the map, and there are around 16 AG sections without any AG. So our focus will go into these sections this year in order to revive these inactive AGs and also to form new AGs in sections that don't have. So our focus areas for 2021 is to improve student to YP transition. As you could see, even in the today's training session, we collaborated with R10 Student Activities Committee because even our future activities will be in such format that we will collaborate activities with student activities so that we can get more students involved in YP and so that we can make sure we reduce the gap. And also we want to focus on more professional development activities for our YP members, more collaborations with industries, organize regional level YP focus events, and as usual, membership development, retention, and forming, revamping YP affinity groups. So main idea of 2021 activity is to give member-driven activities, because if we organize quality activities, then the members will see the benefit of IEEE. So that's what we want to emphasize. So we also would like to request our section AG officers to make sure that your activities also falls within these focus areas, and also to organize member-driven activities that can give real benefits for your YP members. Having said that, this is our first activity that I would like to announce for under R10 YP banner is we're going to have a regional Young Professional Summit scheduled for July 2021. It's a 2-day event, and it's a virtual one, so we're expecting around 1,000+ attendees, and focusing on professional technical leadership and networking. So this will be a little bit different from the conventional way of summits. More details will be shared with you all soon. And we also plan to have technical workshops after the summit in collaboration with technical societies in IEEE. This is our second event under the YP banner to be happening in R10 platform is Career and Leadership Aid Program, shortly known as CLAP. So this is for graduate student members, but giving career guidance through young professional trainers. So we are going to select YP trainers who have done extremely good job with industry and academia, and we're going to give a training content on resume building, interview training, elevator pitch, information on further education after graduation, and forum networking opportunities with industry partners and academia partners. So it will be kind of a 2-week bootcamp kind of session. And we also expect to give, exciting awards for outstanding student attendees. Right, we will be doing frequent this kind of meetings, training sessions with affinity group officers. This is because we want to have a good connection with AG officers in order to run the whole event activity smoothly, and also to provide you the necessary trainings to do a good AG administration. So we also be focusing on giving training, event reporting, volunteer leadership, writing a good funding applications, and also many sharing sessions by outstanding affinity groups. And we are connected through WhatsApp, WeChat with our AG officers, and through mailing lists as well. So we'll be auditing this mailing list after today, 28th of February. So if you have not yet reported your incoming or new officers, if there is any officer change in your AG, please do report it via WeTools officer reporting. Because after 28th February, we will be extracting those reports and making sure the old officers are removed and new officers are added. And if in case you have your AGM after this date and there is a change, please do contact me or our committee and let us know so that we will do the necessary changes to the mailing list. So this year, we are introducing 3 new funding schemes on the R10 YP banner. New Dormant AG Fund is focusing on any newly formed or dormant affinity group. So we're releasing the call for proposals next week, and you can apply multiple activities under one proposal since it's about helping the AG to kickstart their activities. So as much, you can even propose many activities, but it should be in one proposal, and maximum $750 can be obtained from that. Then we have YP Student Joint Activities Fund here. We would like to encourage sections to organize quality activities that focus on students' professional and career development in the format of collaborating with YP and students. So that's what we want to achieve through this one. And there will be 2 rounds for this. And the first round call for proposals will be releasing in the next 2 days. And the maximum amount $400 can be obtained from this. And the last is Professional Development Activities Fund. Here, it's kind of different from the previous 2, where we are giving the structure of the activity. It's all about skill development of engineers, and we're giving the structure of the activity to be conducted in the section level, where the section have the freedom to tune it a little bit to adapt it to the needs of your young professional members. And again, we will be releasing the call for proposals in the next 2 weeks, and as usual, you can get maximum of $400 from this fund. So I would request all the section officers to do apply and get use of the funds allocated for your AG activities. And also, I would like to highlight the global YP funding as well. There's STEP funding of $500, local activity funding for $750, and meetup funding for $1,500. So if you're not aware, do go through the QR code and learn more details about the fundings available under the global YP banner. So about volunteer recognition, we are maintaining the 2 awards as usual under R10 YP. Outstanding Volunteer Award under Academia and Industry. And also here we will be giving a award plaque and 1-year IEEE membership subscription. And for Outstanding Section AG Award, 1 winner for the entire region, and the award instrument will be award plaque and cash prize of $300. So we'll be releasing the call for nominations tomorrow, 1st of March. So please stay tuned for our mails and also in social media on that. In addition to that, we are launching a new initiative called Revolt. It's called Recognizing Volunteers, especially those outstanding student YPs who are the next generation of YPs. So these focus areas will be final year students or graduate student members or first year YPs in their membership. And we will be selecting 1 winner per section, and that winner will be getting a free IEEE membership. In addition, they will be our ambassadors for R10 YP, and they will be helping us to promote student to YP transition within their student network. So we are excited about this program. We're launching it in April, May, so stay tuned with us again for more details on that. So, and I would also like to highlight the Global YP Awards, Outstanding Young Professional Award, Hall of Fame Award for AGs, and Professional YP Achievement Award. So please encourage your AG members to apply for these awards and get globally recognized for the contributions. I also would like to highlight here, there are many manuals available under the Global YP website. for even establishing a AG to, running a AG and some event guides and all. Do go through it and, learn if there is any good information there to learn, and then make sure you improve your activities. As Emre told, yes, there is a 50% discount for membership, and this applies to graduate student members as well. So encourage your graduate student members in your section to use the Future 50 code for renewing and joining up to IEEE. And also there will be a special discount program for young professionals, especially in special economic circumstances like in unemployed or in developing nations. So it's supposed to be requested. So if you're in such conditions, please go to the QR code I have given here to know more details about the process. This is our roadmap. Briefly, yes, this is our first event today, YPAG Primary Annual Meetup. Following by tomorrow, we'll be releasing the call for nominations, and followed by the next few days, we'll be releasing one at a time the YP call for proposals, R10 YP fund call for proposals. Following that, in May, the Revolve program will be launched, and June, July, CLAP and R10 YP Summit. Along with it, we will be also having a AG meetup in conjunction to the R10 YP Summit. And that's all about the roadmap briefly for R10 YP. And I would like to also give a big shout out to my team. I mean, they worked so hard for the past few months on getting our plans done, and finally we are releasing one at a time our activities. So a big thank you and kudos to my team for their hard work. And please do connect with us. These are our contact email. If you have any inquiries, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and website for any up-to-date details, please follow us in our social medias. And thank you. You also can write to me if you have any inquiries, and do also connect with me in LinkedIn. And that's all from me. Thank you so much. Over to you, Maisha.
Thank you, Dr. Savithya, for sharing your ideas. You are an inspiration to many of us. We also have a small token of appreciation for you. Hope you'll accept it.
Thank you, Maisha.
Thank you, Dr. Savithya. So next up is this segment, Sharing Sessions, Young Professionals Affinity Group Best Practices. For that, I would like to invite Dr. Ashwini Appaji, Bangalore Section Young Professionals Affinity Group Chair 2020. Dr. Ashwini Appaji has completed her doctorate in biotechnology with scholarship. She is presently working as headmistress at Holy Child Convent, Bangalore. In IEEE, she was holding a position of chair for the Young Professionals Bangalore section during 2020. Recently, she has received Outstanding YP Volunteer Award from India Council 2020 and also from Bangalore section during 2019. In the capacity of chair, YP also has received Outstanding Section Affinity Group Award from Regent in 2020. She has also received multiple funding from IEEE to conduct meetups, workshops, conferences, etc. With this, I would like to request Dr. Ashwini to start her presentation and share her views with us in this segment. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Maisha. Thank you for our wonderful. I'll just share my screen. Okay, till it loads. So I think it's a great opportunity to start with the Art and YP team. And yes, Savithya is like one of the great leader, I can say, who just inspires us for doing things. And being this the first training program, and I'm really happy that many of my colleagues are here attending this training program. And yes, Emre was really nice in taking us a tour for exactly how YP has to be there. And Savithya, you really gave a good idea for everyone, like how our YP is going to be this 2021. So as Deepak sir said, yes, we are vibrant, and we have to make little more like vibrancy. I mean, we have to create a lot of vibrancy everywhere. So Artem is always great in all this, right? Okay, so to start with this, I was really proud that I was chair for Young Professional Bangalore section in 2020, and during this tenure, we also received Art and Young Professional Outstanding Section Affinity Award from Arten, and this was a great opportunity for Bangalore section for getting this award, a prestigious one, and it's again an extra feather for our hat. And yes, and it's not just that, we even our volunteers, right from Karthik Kulkarni, Manjunath, Nipun, Abhishek. So everybody have really got a great awards from Art and MGA and other section and yeah, even India Council. So everybody have received awards. So we have a wonderful, enthusiastic volunteers is what I can say in Bangalore section. So that's how we could drive the whole thing. And it's not just the hard work of an year or two. So from past, like since 2009, our Bangalore section YP volunteers are so vibrant that every time they have a great opportunity of showcasing YP in a different level. And every year it's a kind of a big thing for, every chair to take it in a higher levels again. So it's a big challenge for the YP team in Bangalore section to keep so just let me take all the events what we really do in Bangalore section. So we started with something called as a boot camp. So we had some entrepreneurs course for that, where we had only selected 30 people in the course, and where the applicants were around 200 plus. But it was a very nice course where out of this 30 people, the course of 8 days, already like 7 of them have their own startups, and that's a great thing what YP is initiated in Bangalore section. And yes, technical writing and publishing is one of the thing where most of the students are interested in this, and YP always connects the students, and they we want the membership also to be retained. So that case, like we want this technical writing and publishing to be like taken as a part of YP event. And yeah, it's not just only our technical events or things we take up. We also want to do a networking event, so where off the line, like all this trekking event and all this is really exciting for most of the students to become a YP member. So we do even take them out for an outing, and they are really excited to know each other. It's kind of a networking event. And in this events are even done in various in collaboration with various colleges. And yes, and a NAC is something like awareness accreditation workshop, what we even conduct for the in the colleges, engineering colleges, because they have to be affiliated. So for that, even this kind of awareness programs are being conducted by YP. And yes, TISP is one of the favorite thing for YP, because we are connecting the rural school students, teachers, and also getting them to know more about IEEE and also like engineering things. And yes, and this YP in space was one of the greatest, I guess, platform for Bangalore section, which happened in 2018. And we had like 130 participants all over the globe who attended here. And it was just an amazing thing, initiative. And this YP in space started from Bangalore section. And later it took, it was taken to Dubai, Spain, and so on for the next years. And proper execoms are taken, and they'll be conducted, and we'll have a small meetup plannings for the whole year event. And also we concentrate more on like other events, kind of like road safety workshops for students, right from beginning for first year B students, so that they are the one who will be like to attract them to the IEEE. So we even take this humanitarian topics for them. And yes, then we have something that is like entrepreneurship tech zone in various colleges, where when we do the courses for entrepreneurship, we have around 200 plus students who are attending this, and they're really happy with this kind of things, what we take it forward. And yeah, this is also one of the great to productization. So again, the team of people were selected to pitch their ideas here, and later they were again connected to certain industry to make their idea into a product. So that was one of the greatest thing, or a great yeah. So one of the greatest thing from Bangalore section, which happened in 2019. And yeah, all the major events, what happens in flagship events in Bangalore section, always YP is a part of it. And we are also, we volunteer so well that our team, we are always there with the section event to become a successful, right from Indicon, which is again flagship event throughout India, and it has been carried in different sections. So even Bangalore section has hosted the Indicon. And we will have various strategy meeting also, where YP is a part of it. And Women's Day celebration, maybe an internship for BE students. So all this YP is a part of it. And different workshops we do conduct. Example like blockchain workshop. It might be your it's again a step event or a local funding event or AI on and different various workshops is being conducted by Bangalore YP. And yes, when we had this All India Congress in 2018, again, Bangalore section has hosted this. And the reviews were so good that all the sections said it was one of the best conference or Congress, what everybody really enjoyed what happened in Mysore during 2018. And the other international conferences like ILS or VCon, Bangalore has always hosted, and YP being a part of it and also having being there. And we'll have a regular meetups with people, and we do plan for industry visits. So CDAC is one of the government organization where you have supercomputing facility. So we do take the students, we give a call for, and we had within 24 hours around 180 people wanted to participate, but due to restriction we could only accommodate around 50 participants, and that was really an amazing overwhelming response. This happened just before the lockdown last year. And we even have BC meet, that is branch counselors meet. So all the YP team would go there and interact with all the branches there. And we would like to network with them and understand their requirement. And we plan the whole year accordingly. And various entrepreneurship workshops at various things. And, membership is again one more challenge. So we do take like student leadership programs. And we have various talks, workshops there for the students, and maybe an hands-on workshop also, so that attracts most of the students. And this student leadership program, which happened last year in 2020, so we had almost like on spot around 78 students who registered as an IEEE members. So that was one of the great challenge and amazing thing what happened with YP last year. And open days there, that time we even have a senior membership drive, because most of the YPs, they don't know that they can avail or they can also elevate themselves as senior membership. So we give them an they'll be a part of these kind of drives. And Mentor for You was one of the good program what started last year. It was like connecting the final year students to the people who are in industry, especially like when they are stuck with the projects and all. They are they get solution with the mentors here. So we do connect the mentors or expertise for the students there. And yes, even the pandemic, our team didn't stop. We just went on, and we do various celebrations, like it might be a PES day, a side day, maybe for as a yoga and all, which is more important now during the pandemic, because people wanted to think something out of the box. So we always Bangalore section wanted to think something different, and we started with these kind of events. And and apart from this, we also had various like MOOC complement engineering education course, which was again free, and reference management tool for research writing or thesis writing, which is more important. And we also connected the pro vice chancellors of various universities, and we had a virtual talks and webinar with them. And this YP panel discussion for our this was at the Bangalore Technology Conference. What happened was really a big platform for YP to project. We had given a open, we had kept it open for YP to be a participant, to be a panelist in this, and that was an amazing opportunity for most of them who really liked this opportunity. And YPGS, again, one of the, I can say it was one big initiative of 2020 Young Professional Global Summit, and most of them really liked the way like Bangalore section took it forward. And it was a part of Bangalore Technology Conclave what happened, and YP really did a great thing. And yes, we have crossed more than 2,400 YP members, and especially this is one of the historic thing I can say, where first time like YPS in Bangalore section has crossed more than 2,000 members. So it's a great achievement from Bangalore section. And yes, for me, the overall being with IEEE from past 5-6 years is like a life-changing experience. And yes, it's like a lot to learn, and I'm still learning a lot from this volunteering in this. And yes, I'm just loving to be a volunteer of IEEE. And you guys have any questions, you can always ask me, and I'm there for you. And you want to know more about Bangalore section, so do like us, follow us, and tweet us. We are there on all the social medias available. And so I feel like one takeaway from me is like embrace the journey, what comes with you. So you'll just enjoy it. So that's what I believe in. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ashwini, for such an informative presentation. I'm sure all of us have learned a lot. So we have a token of appreciation for you as well. Hope you'll accept it.
Thank you so much. Just lovely. So would like to thank the designing team for such a lovely one. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, may I request Professor Rentao Hu, Beijing Section Young Professionals Affinity Group Chair 2020, to share his presentation on Young Professionals Affinity Group Best Practices. Professor Rentao has been an IEEE volunteer since 2004 as a committee member of IEEE Student Branch. In 2011, he formed the Gold Young Professionals Affinity Group in Beijing Section. Then he was a member of Membership Development Committee of IEEE Computer Society and Young Professionals Standing Committee of IEEE Communication Society. Now, he is the Affinity Group Coordinator of Young Professionals in Region 10. He is currently a Vice Dean and Professor of Beijing University of Posts and Telecommunications in China, focusing on network technology research and development. He is a senior member of IEEE and China Institute of Communications. So I would like to request Professor Rentao to take over and start his presentation.
Okay, let's take a message. Thank you, everyone. My name is Regent from Beijing University and post from telecommunications. It's my honor to be here to share some understanding and some experience on the IEEE YP operations and some activities. Here is a short biography of my experience. At the beginning, maybe about several years ago, I formed the IEEE Beijing section affinity group for the young professional, previously we called the GOLD. And my special area is about the communication technology, including the beyond 5G, 6G, and transport, network slicing, and optical networks. Now I pursue as the professor in the Beijing University of Post Applications in Beijing. So for the volunteer experience, about 16 years ago, I served on the board of the student branch and for the local activities in our school. And also we have the Regent Student Congress in 2005. So after that, I become the golden members since 2010. And then we formed the Beijing section of YP groups. And after that, I have some experience on the society MGA activities, such as in the communication society, and as a member of the YP standing committee, and also get a position from the computer society's YP committees. So for now, my presentations and sharing, including several subsections. First of all, I would like to talk about what is the young professionals, because if we understand what is the young professionals and its aim, we can plan some activities towards this award goal. So from the definition of the young professionals, you find that IEEE is committed to help the young professionals to evaluate their career goals and polish their professional image and create the building blocks of the lifelong and diverse professional networks. So at the beginning, why we require the young professionals? To be honest, the young professional is the best way to increase our membership, because some investigation found that there is a big loss when students graduates. So some students graduates from the universities, they will discontinue this membership. So a young professional is a good start, a good child to keep the students in the IEEE communities. So this is the goal. But why will you track them? So if we want to track some young professionals, we need to help them for this career development. For example, we can help them on the job hunting and to provide some basic trainings on their industry connections or some academic the paper writings and the research and something else. So from China, we have the big problem because you know a lot of resources that are use English, and also are some many job opportunities are based on the American, I mean, in the United States. So there are very few job opportunities for the local community. So at the beginning, it's very difficult for us to keep and attract young professionals to join the IGV the Beijing section. Although we have some members, but they're not very active in the local events. So this is some basic idea to attract the local members to join our community. First one, we need to enhance the connectivities between the members. So we have to build up a networks. When we build up a networks, we can attract more people to join and share experience. So it's very useful. And the second one, we try to leverage the career development. And the third one is we try to encourage the cooperation between the different subjects, and also we make some connections between the universities and the industry. Because you know, actually IEEE has a membership, a large membership from the industry, but in China, the engineers from industry do not have some motivations to join the IEEE. So if we can enhance some collaborations between the universities and the enterprises or the industry, they will be increased or be helpful to increase the total membership. And the fourth one is to we aim to help to increase the membership and retain them in the IEEE community. So based on these goals, we have the three major approach. The first one is to use STEP events to help students to transfer from student membership to the IEEE membership or IEEE senior membership. So we get some STEP events to do this kind of transition. And the second one, we hold some academic lectures in the area IEEE focused on. This will be held for our teachers and even some higher grade students in different universities and some institute. And third one, we have to field some technical discussions on some specific topics. So in the Beijing section, we have several interest group, or for example, in networkings, and some are maybe electronics and smart grid and something else. So we have set up some small groups to make the people have a close connection among each others. So this is a three major approach. So based on the three major approach, we have hold some events. For example, we have several STEP events. Because in Beijing, we have many student branch. So we have contact with student branch and to hold STEP events and invite some professionals as supervisors to tell students how to develop further in the further career. For example, we hold some lectures for the job huntings and some interviews for students. And also we invite some persons to talk about the IEEE technology roadmap and the career. And for the academic activities, we invite some our famous experts from our international universities to hold some lectures in different topics. So from these activities, we can attract more member or the non-member from the different universities, including professors and students. And this one is from the AT&T, and he is our famous engineer on the software networking and LFV and technologies. And besides that, we have also try to build up cooperations with IEEE societies, including the international conferences. For example, we several years ago we invited Andy Chan, and he is from the IEEE societies from the PEA board, and so invited him to give us a excellent talk to attract people to focus on the energy consumptions or something else. And also we have to build up to our close relationship between the Beijing YP groups and community societies. So we have a new community societies student chapters formed in several different universities. So I think they will be also a good trial for the increase the membership and to keep all the branches active. And also we have some connections with IEEE YP. For example, we some collaborations with IEEE communication societies to hold some the YP forum in the different conferences. Okay, this is what we have done, and show some examples here. And maybe in the next years, we plan to hold the social events among the IEEE YPs. Also, we like to hold some joint events with other YPs from other sections or other countries, so to do some hold some bigger events. And also, what we are trying to do is to devise some membership with our industry. So we have some contact several big companies for the Alibaba and Baidu, and to talk about how to increase their IEEE membership in their industry, and then we can build up very close connection between the universities and the industry. So this is the third one we want to do, and the fourth one we have just mentioned. We would like to do some cross-section activities, especially in China. As just mentioned, there's very few YP groups active in China. Because I think the culture is different, and also we have just mentioned both. So IEEE resources is not quite meaningful for the Chinese membership. So the attraction is relatively weak. And also, in China, there are some local communities such as the China Institute of Communications and the China Institute of Electronics, and they are strong the membership and do some local events and local resources. So in China, there's not many YP groups active. So I try to go forward to other sections to hold some joint events, and I also would like to help other sections to create new YP groups and to make it bigger, the biggest in China institute. Okay, this is our short experience, because I think that the time is up. So if you have any questions, you can some email to me, or you can raise your hands, or I'd like to answer your question. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Professor Rentao, for your insightful presentation. So we have a token of appreciation for you for giving us your valuable time. Hope you like it.
Okay. Thank you.
So with this, we have reached the end of the talk sessions, and now we have the QA session. We have received some questions from the audience and would like to take a few of them, and our speakers will be answering them. So first question is to Mr. Emre. How can we restrict opportunities to a specific geographical area on volunteering platform?
So basically, once you go to the volunteering platform, there you can choose either an online opportunity or opportunity for people based on that section. So that is already there in the platform, you can see. And yeah, so basically that's the main way. And again, if once you go there and if you see other specific ways that this platform can help you more, you can always let us know at volunteer@ieee.org, and we can improve it further. But that's for your question, I think.
Thank you, sir. We have more questions for you. Like another question is, can a membership discount be given to young professionals? And is the 50% discount available after February?
So 50% discount is mainly for students, but as we know, graduate student members are also young professionals and they can take advantage of this 50% discount. The other one I mentioned you is the one that first time when you graduate from your graduate school, you and become a professional YP member, then you have another 50% discount as well. That's specific to initial year of being a professional. But again, 50% student discount is for undergrad and grad students in the sense. I think we are muted, Maisha.
Thank you. So thank you so much, sir. So next question is for Dr. Savi from Mansuba. How can we apply for funding for any event?
Thanks, Maisha. I addressed this in the chat box. So
Oh,
we will be
okay.
releasing the guidelines in the coming days. So stay tuned to our website and social media.
Thank you so much. Next question is to Dr. Ashwini. The main problem we face in YP affinity groups is membership. Since the membership is low, it becomes difficult to conduct impactful events. How can we motivate people to be a part of the affinity group and make the affinity group active? Dr. Ashwini?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was on mute when I was talking. So yes, membership is a big challenge, and yeah, what we do in Bangalore section is we do use some tricks, I can say. So we say if you're a YP member, then the flagship events, which would be like costing around 3,500 or 4,500 INR for registration fee, we would wipe that off for them. So we would say like at least 2 to 3 events would be a free event for the whoever a YP membership. So like obviously like when they are spending a lot of money on membership, I mean attending that event, so we do use this kind of certain things to give them as a extra privilege of becoming a YP member. So that's how we are able to retain and we can attract some more members. And also we do connect to the industries and we ask them to become YP members.
Thank you so much, ma'am. There is another question for you from Mayumi. How to manage this many events, like 60 plus events per year? Can average to 5 events per month, events
Yeah.
per week. So
Yeah.
she's asking how to
Yes,
manage all these
actually.
many events.
Yeah. I just answered Mayumi on that on chat, but yes, it's just like I mean I can say like we do plan so well and we do collaborate a lot of things with various societies also, and yeah, so this is how we take it. And yes, last year it was COVID, so it was really easy for us to do a lot of webinars and have that numbers increased. That was really an amazing time. 2020 was an amazing time for Bangalore section for conducting a lot of events as it was virtual. But though even it was physical, we would cross more than 30 for sure every year. So we just have a great team and we plan so well, and even the section supports in all the ways what YP requires. So that's how we can really reach this level.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think with that, we can close the QA session. If the audience, if you have any other questions, we can note them we can note them down and pass on to our speakers. And also you can reach out to us if you reach out to the speakers if you have any other queries. So thank you so much, everyone. So now I would like to request, we have a feedback form for all the audience. So I would like to request all of you to fill that up, and all the audience will be getting participation certificates. So with that, I would like to request Dr. Savithya to please take over and present her vote of thanks for today's event. Dr. Savi.
Thanks, Maisha. Damika, can you go to the next slide? Thanks, Damika. So I would like to start with our speakers. Thank you so much, Deepak sir, Emre, Ashwini, and Rentao for being with us, especially Emre. It's too late there for you. Thank you so much for being with us and sharing YP Global activities with our team members. And also Ashwini and Rentao, really inspiring stories from your sections. I hope the RTN YP members learn a lot from both of you today. Tamika, next slide. Yes, this is the team behind today's training. Ashwini led the planning and Mika, Harun, Purva all supported. Tawhid is the designer behind the token of appreciation, to be exact. And Mayasha, thanks for doing a great job in being moderating the session. Elaine, Mitush, and Akash, thank you so much for doing all the efforts and hard work for doing this webinar training a great success. Next slide, Damika. Yes, I would also like to highlight here our supporters and partners, especially Young Professional Global and Regent and Student Activities Committees for helping us with the promotions and getting more participants today. Next slide, Damika. Again, thanks for all the dedicated attendees. Thank you so much for tuning in and your enthusiastic participation. We hope we have given good content for you, and we hope to improve in our next sessions as well. Damika, next slide. So here is the feedback form. Please scan the QR code and give us your feedback. We would like to hear from you so that we can improve in our next session. And once again, Damika, next slide. Thank you so much, everyone.